Hello everyone, it's Christina. I don't even know the last planner video I recorded. Isn't that sad? Okay, I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I am in a Moterm A5, and what I'm using inside, it's not a rings, it's the folio, I guess is what you call it, or what I call it, I should say. I love this thing, and I keep searching on Amazon for an A5 rings because this is an A5, and look at this. I'm throwing it around in my hands, and it feels amazing. It is a navy, kind of a not deep navy blue, but it's pretty. It's very pretty, very soft. I really like it. Really like it. I didn't want to put a whole lot of things over here, although when I use this book, this insert is for long-term things that I don't want to rewrite over and over again. And I don't have anything in here right at the moment except for this size container. I tore the sticker off and put it in here because I didn't want to forget the dimensions. But I didn't want it to be bulky to write, but I can obviously take this out to write in it because that's not a very often type of thing. It's more for reference, long-term list type stuff. I keep thinking of things that, again, that you don't want to rewrite every few months. Okay, so that's what that's for. This is a half-year Stalogy in the A5 again, like I said. This does come with 2 ribbons, which I have cut out because they don't lay correctly and I don't like them. I will use tabs or paper clip or something else. I don't like these things, so I personally just chose to cut them out of mine. I did a little decoration on the front here, and I wanted to share with you. I keep going back to the notebook. It's very similar. This is very similar to using a traveler's notebook, right? Because you have the separate books. And I wanted to show you how I set this up personally, how I use it for myself. Because over the years and over changing and different things like that, I've learned what I like and what I don't like, right? You keep evolving and you get better. And of course you have seasonal changes as well. But I wanted to share how I set this up. I wouldn't mind having a A5 Moterm and rings, though. That's what I'm looking for. But for now, I'm very happy with this. Let's do a top, side, bottom view. I mean, it's a very narrow, very easy to put in my bag. Very easy to put in my bag. It's not heavy. It's not bulky. I really love it. Okay, so decoration, obviously. AT School, for reference, if you're new to my channel, that's what I named our homeschool. And here, I haven't highlighted it yet, but I'm one step at a time sometimes, right? But I do have just through the rest of the year, so I can highlight what weeks we're schooling and which weeks we're not. And then here I do have what we're currently using for curriculum. I got these offline, free principles, and I went ahead and put December in here. This notebook is only going to last me through the end of November. So, zone cleaning, I put this in here. This has been changed just a little tiny bit, but once I move into my new book, I will be probably putting this in to the reference book here at the front. I want to get some more songs, so I'm trying to build that. A lot of times, I know I'm a little bit weird. I love music, but I kind of don't have a love-hate relationship with it because sometimes it's just too much noise for my head sometimes. So anyway, Hulu ongoing shows that are coming on live that you get every week or whatever. So I've kind of made a list because they're coming back, people. To do for AT school, again, just making a list. And we are doing a lot. I say a lot, but it's a multiple step home projects. And what I was here just pricing things, doing this, each step. Here's each room. We want to go around and do the caulking on the baseboards and the crown molding and do some touch-up painting and different things. So I was listing out each room. This list will get revised. Excuse me. This list will get revised. I just made these lists here on my sticky notes, but I think I'm going to do, and I wanted to share that with you specifically. The first thing is I did do a lot of typing when I moved to a new book, and I think that that is something that is going to continue no matter what I move to, whether I'm doing a new page in a rings or a new stylogy, a new insert, anything like that. And I'll just save that and I can keep adding to it so I can reprint it or make adjustments and reprint, those type of things to use it again and again. This list, as you can see here, is just a long list, right? It's just a list. And then I indented, like we need to sand the gate for the downstairs, and then we can install the gate for downstairs. Do you see? Okay. But the problem is that this is just a long list. And even though I put where it was, like hang rods for bagged activities, classroom, change pulls on closet doors, classroom, change pulls on closet doors, office. Like I put the rooms on there, but it's just a long list. So I am going to type it up. I kind of did a brain dump in each room, and I'm going to type this up, and I'm going to glue some here, and I am going to cover this and glue some here on this side, because by room makes a lot more sense. To do for my 24 plan, both the full spread here. And if you noticed also, I am numbering the odd side of the pages, or the right side, which are the odd numbers. So happens. I want to do a separate video on this. I know that it's already mid-October, but I'm still going to do it. But I wanted to update that, so I'm going to do a separate video and let you know how September went and what I'm doing for October. And then I do have a toolbox, like resources, that I call it a toolbox, on my website, and I wanted to just kind of brainstorm, and I've been meaning to do that for a while and have continued moving it down my list, and it hasn't become a priority. So I made a page for it. I just typed this out and I put it on there. So every time I keep flipping through this, I see it. To do for my planner, to buy, home project expenses. So I put a budget tab. This is a to buy tab. I forgot to mention those. To do, and home. I probably will take that to do off and make it home. But, and I can have multiples of those. So that was kind of what I set up initially. Okay. And then I started, well, I'm sorry, one more page here for the social media. Again, I needed to brainstorm some things. So that is what I set up initially in this book. Okay. And then I think that was kind of Monday, Tuesday time frame. And I was trying to get those pages set up. And so once I moved in, that was like my stuff from my last planner that I needed to get in here. Okay. So I'm going to continue using my date stamp and using stickers or that washi tape roll that I had, those type of things that are a little bit more budget friendly for me, to have some color on my page. And I'm just flipping through here. So that was the end of the week. Here I am going to do a video on this as well. I'm going to create a prayer journal. And I'm very excited about that. And so I wanted to share that with you guys in a separate video. So that'll be upcoming. And I'm moving this daily tab every 2 days or so, depending on how the days lie. This will be another separate video. I just totally was thinking, and then it just kind of got messy. So I glued a A5 page right over the top of it, and I will use it for something else. So now I have set up the remaining pages for October and November. And this is how I would typically set it up, that I found that I like. And not using the next page type of thing, but almost creating a planner, creating my own planner in this notebook is basically what I'm doing. I'm using a lot of bullet journal practices. I just typically do that anyways. Even if I was in rings, I use a lot of that system. But I don't want this stuff like use the next available space, because there are so many things that I am thinking of way far ahead, and I don't have anywhere to put that stuff. I don't want to brain dump all over my pages on my daily pages all the time. I need those for tasks for that day and notes for that day, not just random thoughts all over. You see what I mean? So I set up the rest of those. I have not done any, I already have something written on for next Saturday. Like a lot of something. So, because I'm trying to plan out those projects. We have schooling going on. I'm trying to get a more batch friendly, I guess you could say, schedule for my 24 plan stuff. And I'm trying to just refine other areas so that I'm able to do more. And I don't want to use up all my energy, because I'm using up all my energy on everything else, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I need to do my date stamp, but I do have all the day labeled for October and November. Then I need to actually put a tab right here, a more permanent would be fine, to mark, okay, here, this is where you make your notes, Christina. This is where you make these lists. These types of things will be in here. Video notes and whatever I want to use these pages for. So I've kind of started laying down a little bit of stickers and some pictures and, just randomness back here. Like I said, I have labeled all of my pages. I don't really, I don't do an index of any kind. But sometimes I might reference, the notes for this video or such and such school day or whatever stuff is on this page. You see what I mean? So that's kind of how I use the page numbers. But like I said, I just have this tucked in, but that's kind of how I'm using it. I'm going to be using more tabs so that I can find things quickly. And I like having a page title. That's really helpful for me. And even going over it with a highlighter seems to be something that I'm liking more these days. Currently using this Pilot Precise V5 RT pen. And so that fits in. And that's the other thing too, is that I totally got that to fit in, even though it has the rubber grip, because these pen holders are bigger than your typical tiny ones that you normally would get. So this is what I'm using, and I am absolutely loving it. If you have any questions, comments, I would love to hear from you. Please leave those down in the comment section below. Check the description box as always, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.